Hey, I'm Matt from Pila, and
Do y'all want to see me crush some levels real quick?
At Pila, we're a team of engineers and material scientists.
Breakdown. Again, this pattern is mathematical law, and we're going to figure it out when somebody gives me something, because I'll help you figure out your DTs, your projections, your inversion, forcing this equation to work for gravity. So you might be in a different bandwidth where it doesn't matter. If the only thing I might do is variables down to 10 and upgrades to 1, log 1, as how you have to set that up. Now what those numbers may mean to you is me getting this equation to work, finding volatilities, keeping it going infinity, off of whatever pump really makes them do something. If I can correlate somebody actually pushed a button and experimental and photoelectric stuff, we can make that equation force that horse to work to a certain degree. Now again, when we get back to that, we're just going to crush some levels here. Get her up to 5, I don't care. You know, she could have had enough general momentum to push that equation through on a different log, and if you get those timelines wrong, and if you get the pattern wrong, there'll be different results. If you accidentally buy a DT for one of the costs instead of doing it for free, it might make a difference. If you're too late or slide things around wrong, it can make a difference. Damn it. If you double down on a cycle because you were supposed to stay in that cycle, one run, then the other one, how long, how competitive does this thing do? And it'll run right down the line for you. It'll do mathematical law, and then you add up your DTs, you come back through, there she is, she's done. She beat that, do that. I'll just go ahead and skip. How we're going to then take that environment to F parentheses T equals DT. The force is recycling. The timeline is a known value of how long certain materials take to biodegrade. The DT is the separation of those things individually in their components. There might be a force multiplication of banana peels in a garbage dump together, and then yielding it for potassium later on. If you had the right ratio in Z's and W's or timelines to that notation. Those are kind of, when I'm talking about DTs, that would be like, oh, so DT puts me there. F puts me there. FT, FX is F days of the week. Is if the days of the week were 7, that's how I'm going to base my T model. And so, off of here, just off of that general momentum, run on a 45. It's going to come over. We do 5. Nope, so we're just going to switch it off to. It's just not going to run at that. That runs at a very constant. That runs at a constant rate. It would take a very long time for me to go to 32,000. Those arbitrary limits of when the level ends that you have to figure out, because it doesn't exactly tell you. We're going to switch her up to 5. One run on the upgrades. Make sure you get everything loaded up. Then we're going to just start running through the cycles. Just top to bottom, top to bottom. Until she's done, and you can't do Y no more, and come back through the top of the cycle, start running down the line, and you should get something that looks roughly like that in that timeline. Mash your DTs out, finish that off, and you'll prestige or beat the level or the higher every single level out, and except for the early bases on those things. And you know, you'll see it. Let's finish this off here. Make sure we upgrade correctly. See, just beat that level. Now, you got to get to supremacy, which is 10 to the 10.5 or whatever it is, which I'm working my way to, but you can figure over that algorithm. There might be other wave functions that pin those numbers to move them by different combinations. Now, trial and error, logging, me doing this experiment, how did I do it? Well, let's do it the other way and see what we get. No DTs off the top, I'm just some rookie, I'm going to start pushing buttons. She rips away a little bit. Okay, she did that. I was just arbitrarily, I'll go over to V and S's, and apparently I might have this thing ripped so it's broken. I might have broke the thing. Let's see if we can make it a little bit more volatile. Oops.
But I will tell you, the way I look
well, good marshmallow. I mean, I appreciate it. Now, again, I just maxed everything out, but I'm only at 21. Okay, so this thing is gonna be a grinder, and as this grinder happens, watch this. See, they're gonna just S. Oh, she didn't actually. You didn't do it. You're supposed to play Dead Marshmallow.
And they're taking stupid courses.
I don't know. I might have broke this
Earning
thing.
before learning. Well, how about losing money before making money if you're a chick? Remember, he bought a lot of stock, Dan.
But again, this timeline is broken. Now after that, she's on a 45. People are making money and certainly happy. If anything, you know, just dip her in a little bit, put a platform on there, and she'll do that time. You hit that, and she'll run it. She's still ripping off. I'd have never been able to do that. As much as I've done this thing, got her whipping at the top of the mountain. And we're at 27 right now. And I'm clicking through, making sure I lock out all my variables on logs and try different logs. I mean, if we move that around, if you try that max on this and 10 on the other one, she can get pretty rocky. If you do the combination wrong or miss a step, not that it wouldn't be, you know, like at the back end of the creep, you have to wait a little bit longer on that rise, and you still might have extra variables and things to throw in there to balance it out, which might rock the house, even if it's on the V function or the very light end of the system. If she's so, how do we get her to undo it? Well, I got to get her back on a cycle, force it to work a cycle. Y, Z, S, W. It's going to rip that thing. It's going to hit that thing hard until she gets back on a cycle. Now, planning out the soft trajectory on those things would be T plus DT, FX plus T or whatever it was. And there's always going to be Andromeda paradoxes, relative prime and unprime. Even though we both know grass is green, it's still 63, 73 to us on our timelines, and there's nothing I can do from the entropy of somebody's platform that changes that. But there's the math on the three-phase wire to form three-phase motor with 4 wires, transformer.